ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits.
Subscribe. Que rica. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Avengers Marvel Legends Infinite series. Build a figure, all father wave Thor. If you're trying to get this figure yourself, you can get it.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Hey, it's Thor, and it's Thor's Day. Yeah, check it out, right? Again. Anyway, gotta give a big thanks to my friend Achu for making these reviews possible. Thanks so much for looking out, man. And you can see on the side of the packaging, we get the Avengers logo, Avengers Initiative anyway. And then on the side, you can see some nice black and white artwork. Same artwork on this side over here. And then on the back, you can see a picture of the figure. And then it says the Norse god of thunder crushes evil with his hammer. Oh yeah, very well done. And you can also see the other figures from the wave. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. So here's Thor out of the packaging. Now for anybody that's been collecting Marvel Legends for a while, this will not be a must get for you unless you need the BAF piece. He is a pretty cool figure, but we have seen similar figures to this already. They've reused a lot of pieces to make this figure, but it's not a bad looking piece overall. It's just not totally necessary if you've been collecting Marvel Legends for a while, you know? And who knows, your favorite may be one of the Toy Biz ones. So like I said, it's not a bad figure. One thing that's pretty unique about it is that he does come with the sword. I can't remember the last time I got a Marvel Legends sword that actually looked really cool, or sculpted very well anyway, because I wish they added some paint to this. It's just a flat gray plastic on this thing. The plastic choice is kind of silverish, but it's more of a gray color than silver really, you know? But it doesn't look absolutely terrible. Like I said, I like the sculpt of it. Now I wasn't really able to get the sword to fit into his left hand, but he can hold it in the right hand, but unfortunately there is a little bit of paint wear on this brown section. And the handle did leave a little bit of scuffage too. It looks like he's been throwing turds. And here's the Mjolnir that comes with this figure. Same exact sculpt as the Return of Marvel Legends Mjolnir that we got with that other Thor. A little bit more silver paint on this one, which looks great. I think Mjolnir looks awesome. Compared to the sword right here, you can see how I wish this silver color was used on the blade of this sword. Mjolnir fits into both of his hands perfectly fine. There's no trouble getting him to hold this either way. Now the head sculpt and the arms are the parts of the figure that are actually new. Everything else is the same as that we've gotten on the Return of Marvel Legends Thor. And this head sculpt for me actually really makes the figure. I like this head sculpt a lot. It reminds me of Toy Biz Marvel Legends. Looking at Series 3 Thor, you get a similar kind of effect going on over here. I'm not exactly sure if this is a wash or dry brushing. I know for sure this is a wash on this one over here though, so let me know about the Series 3. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm not only really loving the helmet sculpt on this, but the face sculpt is really cool. It's very menacing. I'm not seeing a problem with the eye paint, unlike the Captain Marvel figure. Sides over here, the wings on his helmet look great too. It's just a very cool looking Thor figure. And it has this little piece right over here, which I wish was made with the softer plastic. And you know, it's the same sculpt over here aside from the arms like I just said. He has these cool wristbands over here with some nice silver paint on them. The hands are painted black. The glove section is not really sculpted on there, but the arms are looking pretty cool. So the new parts of the figure I do like, but anyway, he has this little piece right here that still moves up and down. I think the paint was actually pretty clean around this figure, and you get the black right over there, and we're familiar with these boots, and he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. And again, the cape is done really well with a nice shadowing effect. You get some black right over here, and it brightens up with the red right over there. So I wish they'd given us some new articulation with this figure. He cannot look up, nor does he have ankle pivots. So yeah, the head doesn't move up at all, and moving it side to side is a bit frustrating. This little piece gets caught under the cape, so you kind of have to lift this up and then turn it side to side, and then sometimes it pops off. He can't really move his head down either. Every time I try it just pops the head right off. So I'm not very happy with the head articulation. The right shoulder moves just fine outward and moves forward. It has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, doesn't meet 90 degrees. It rotates at the elbow. The wrist is on a swivel and it hinges up and down. Now this left arm over here was very stiff. And Achu's figure had the same exact problem where it was really stiff at the shoulder. Yeah, it's very stiff moving that up and down. Like I really feel like, oh damn, I feel like I'm gonna break it. Like you have to make sure that this hinge piece is properly facing like that dip right there in the armpit, and then you can move it downward and then you can scoot it back. But yeah, it's pretty tricky, and as you can see, this left arm does not go down fully like how this one does over here, you know, so that's a bit frustrating. The diaphragm joint is the same. It rotates side to side. It can move forward and back a little bit, and you do get some pivot. The hip joints are on T-joints, so they can rotate outward. They move forward. You can move it back a little bit. Upper thigh swivel over here. Double jointed knee, that looks really weird. And then his ankle does does move down, up, and it rotates side to side only a little bit. Now this is a larger Marvel Legend figure. To the top of those wings on his helmet, he's at about 7.5 inches tall. And here's Thor compared to Captain Marvel, the only other figure I've reviewed from this wave so far. So here's our new sleeveless Thor compared to the wave 1 of Return of Marvel Legends figure, and then the variant. They all do look cool, and let me know in the comments which one out of these three is your favorite. I think I'm leaning more towards this one. Here's the new Thor figure compared to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Thor. And then we have the Giant Man Wave Thor, and then here's the Lord of Asgard Thor movie Thor figure. Thor Party, yeah! Lame. And then here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Yes! So if you're just getting into Marvel Legends or you're a huge Thor fan, I highly recommend this figure. You will really like it. For those of us that already have a bunch of Thor figures, you may not want to keep yours, but at the same time, you may be impressed by it and decide it's something you may not want to get rid of because it is not a bad figure. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right over there. Check out my review of the Kotobukiya Batwoman statue if you didn't see that earlier today, and also check out my review of the new Marvel Legends Captain Marvel right over there. And be sure to check out marvelousnews.com for a photo gallery of images. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
That was terrible.